National capital, enhancing the care and education of children from birth to 8 years was high on the agenda of the International Conference on Early Childhood Education in Accra. The First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, urged women in Africa to ensure that no child is left behind in the education drive at an early stage.
Children are said to be the future of every nation. This assertion makes quality early childhood education very critical. However, in most developing countries, access to early childhood education for some children is an option. The World President of the World Organization for Childhood Education and Care, OMEP, Dr. Unshe Park, says every child has the right to quality childhood education, hence no child should be excluded.
OMEP has worked on to develop a UN Children's Convention of Rights, which will include all those children from the even underprivileged families and developing countries.
Dr. Unshe Park, the First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, and the founder and executive director of the Salt and Light Ministries, Dr. Joyce Ayi, were among other dignitaries who addressed the 2017 OMEP Africa Regional Conference. Issues deliberated at the conference centered on the Sustainable Development Goals 4.2, which says by 2030 ensure that all girls and boys have access to quality childhood development, care and pre-primary education. Parents, childhood educators and the global community were entreated to be committed to serving as the foundational bricklayers of a child's educational journey.
We need to show Africa that young children's holistic development and enhanced learning has a strong multiplier effect which can transform not only individuals but societies also.
The First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, said one of the central driving force of the rise in the policy agenda of the provision of early childhood education and care across the globe has been the labor force participation of women.
This conference on transforming and strengthening early childhood educational systems for sustainable development in Africa is certainly timely. The governments, civil society, the private sector and development partners must work together to enshrine the goals for quality education for girls and boys in our governmental policies in a way that creates lasting results for the future. Whether they live in a small village or in a bustling city, education must prepare all children for the 21st century world they will be responsible for shaping.
The three-day conference is tagged Transforming and Strengthening Early Childhood Education Development Systems for Sustainable Development in Africa. For GBC 24, Rebecca Akufo-Addo reported.